Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome to my channel, my little corner of the internet. This is my what? Let's put it this way. I've had to do this video several times because I just can't seem to get the message out in a way that is efficient, so it's not too long. And I've been trying my best to record this video over and over so that it's not so long, not so overwhelming for some people to watch. But anyways, I received a message. I got a message to share today, some more knowledge, some more things to help you guys to navigate through your virtual reality experience. Excuse me. This is basically a way of seeing the 3D as a cheat sheet, because the 3D is a big secret teller. It will show you everything that you have been focusing in your mind, in every way possible, whether it's good or whether it's bad. It will show you everything. And the way the 3D shows you and reflects back to you what is dominant in your mind is through many different outlets, many different ways. You could go on the internet and you could just be surfing the internet, going through your feed. And when you get to this level of consciousness where you are aware that this is a simulated reality and it's all coming from your mind, you're not going to be able to look at your feed the same way again, because you're going to know that everything that is coming into your awareness, that is coming through your eyes, that you are scanning with your eyes, right, is coming up because you thought about it, you focused on it, you have some type of an assumption about it. It either triggered you in a good way or a bad way. It's just basically anything that has to do that is inside of your mind is what's in your feed on social media platforms, okay? And the 3D will show you if you are somebody who's pessimistic, who is sarcastic, if you're somebody who's funny, if just in many different ways, the 3D will show you little bits and pieces about yourself and the character that you are playing in your simulated experience. So this video is pretty much a different way to look at this simulated reality that you're in. Look at the 3D in a way that could benefit you. Don't react to what the 3D is showing you if it's showing up in a way that is scary, that is unpleasant, and that you don't want to, deal with. Use it to your advantage. Flip it, or what some people call flip the script, right? And use what you see in the 3D to your advantage, and make notes. This is some things that I do myself too. Like if I'm going, well, I haven't been on social media for a while, but the only social platform, I guess, that you can say that I visit from time to time is YouTube for now. But, and it's still considered some sort of a social platform. So I do have a feed as well. So every time that I go through my feed, there's little things that I could learn about myself, things that I could either improve upon, or things that I could keep as they are, or even things that I can use to expand in a better way for myself. And, this video is just to encourage you to use things to your advantage. Don't let the 3D and how real it looks, because it's the tangible part of this simulated experience. The most realistic part is the 3D portion of this virtual reality, because in the 3D, the physical realm, you can touch things, smell things, taste things, you can talk with other people, even though you're going to come to the realization that the people that you socialize with, your circle, right, even if you see them as friends, they're just characters in your simulated experience playing a role for you, and even people who maybe you come across in ways that are not so positive, that maybe you bump heads with, or that you get into an argument with, or there's some kind of a fallout. Even those people are actually helping you to evolve and to become a better version of yourself. So no matter what type of an interaction you have, whether it's in the physical realm, the 3D, or the 3D in the different format, which is known as the internet, everything can be used to your favor. It all matters on how you think about it. Okay, if something comes up as not being pleasant, you could learn from that experience, because that will show you that you focused on something in a way that was not positive. And that's why this particular thing, whatever it may be for you, has materialized in your physical 3D to show up. It's just telling you more pieces about yourself, and whether you need to change something, the way you look at something, the way you think about something, or whether you have to change your mindset, your conditioning. You know, everything, if you think about it and if you see it in a different way, everything that is happening around you is happening for your benefit, for your highest good. Okay, so I invite you to use the 3D, to use it, to see it and use it to your benefit, you know, because it's going to tell you a lot about yourself. Things that you probably don't want other people to know about, things that are embarrassing, things that you're not proud about yourself. But either way, you are learning about you and what is in here and what you may need to change, what you may need to work on yourself, or even things that you could keep the same, or it could show you also your progress and how much you have changed and evolved into a version of yourself that is the best that you have ever been, you know. So the 3D could be used in many different ways. You know, when you were unconscious, the 3D, as you know it now, you probably just saw it as like, oh, you know, if something came up in your 3D that was shitty, you're like, okay, yeah, I know, my life sucks. You know, I see it all around me that my life is going bad, or that I have bad luck, or that, you know, I have shitty relationships, or I can't find true love, or blah, blah, blah. You know, you could decide to either sit down and have a pity party with yourself and just do a bunch of shit talking and just, you know, pull yourself down even lower into that deep black hole that you're known to always swim in, you know, which is what I used to do in the past. I used to always bitch and complain about how bad my life was, you know, and at the same time, I expected people to come to my rescue and to, you know, make me feel better about myself, you know, even though all I was doing was just spewing my bullshit to everyone and hoping for them to feel bad about me and to pull more people into my negativity. And these were things that I was doing. Okay. And the social media, like I told you, you could either use it to your advantage, or you can use it to, bring you down even lower. You know, I know that people who are of a different consciousness level, usually the lower levels of consciousness, they don't realize that they have these patterns, and they don't realize how their behavior is actually making their experience worse. Okay, because the more that you put out there the energy and the reflection that your life sucks, that things are going bad, and if you do it in a way that you put it out in public so that all the energy and all the characters around you can see that, it makes it even worse. Okay, and trust me, I'm saying this because I'm speaking from my own personal experience. I used to be at a level of consciousness where I used to do these things and I displayed these behavior patterns. So trust me, I'm not publishing this video to pinpoint or to pick on people. I'm saying it because I want you to use my experience so that you could hopefully avoid doing this to yourself, because all you're doing is just hurting yourself, and you're creating more unfortunate experiences to show up in your simulated experience. Okay, so always observe. Okay, as you go up in higher levels, as your character, once you start to reach higher levels of consciousness, you're going to observe things very differently. Okay, you're going to do more observing instead of talking, more observing instead of sharing, you know, more observing instead of having conversations at random, more observing instead of talking shit about someone or shit about yourself, or talking shit about yourself in your mind, you know. Those things are going to start to change, because you're going to realize that you are in power. And if you continue to give your power away to negativity or any pessimistic or very low level type of behavior or energy that you are reflecting or putting out there, projecting into the universe, you're only creating more of that. Okay, so I am here to stop you, or to help you to get into the position where you are stopping yourself from doing these behaviors. Okay, when I used to be on Facebook actively, there's this thing in my simulation, and if you are seeing this channel, you are part of my simulation. You play a character in my simulated experience, so you would understand what I'm about to speak about. When I used to be a big time Facebook person, one of the things that turned me off from going back to Facebook was that they have something that became known as stories or memories. Okay, memories I think is more because I think Instagram is the one that has the stories or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm not really, I'm not very social media platform type of savvy person. I don't really hang out in these places as much as I used to in the past. But Facebook has something called stories, and I haven't been there, so I don't know if this is still something that is part of that platform. And when these stories would come up in my feed, I used to think to myself, man, I can't believe the things that I used to speak about, the things that I used to share, how I used to, project myself to other people. But now that I know what I know, the people that were on my friends list, the people that I thought were my friends that I, would either interact with in the comment section, or I would like, or just have private messages with on Messenger, they were all just characters, and they were all just reflecting me back at what level of consciousness I was at when I was interacting with them. And I knew that I was leveling up because I couldn't identify with these particular characters anymore. And I couldn't join on the shit fests or the talking bad about other people, or, or having conversations where you think that you are bonding with your friend, but all that you're really doing is trauma bonding, which is where you come together, and what you do is you talk about all the bad things that you have in common. Okay, and this is something I used to do all the time, and I thought I was just getting closer to my friend, and our bond was becoming stronger. But that's not the case. All you're doing is that you have someone that you feel comfortable enough with to shoot the shit, is what I used to call it back in the day, to talk about all the way your life is going wrong and the things that you see that are shitty, and just talking about it with someone else. And I don't know if you know this, but every single time that you do this and you repeat this behavior with the characters that you know as your friends in your simulation, all you were doing is promoting more of these experiences to come through to you. Okay? So I'm here to please stop doing this to yourself. Please stop projecting your negativity and the things that are bringing you down. I know they suck. I know it doesn't feel good to have these experiences, but the more you continue to do this, the more your life is going to get worse. The quality of your life, your experiences. Okay, I may possibly expand on this one, is what it feels like, because the video is already over 13 minutes long, but I'll see whatever my spirit team sends me as guidance as what to do about this particular subject. But anyways, the message for this whole entire message is to please use the 3D to your favor. Okay, use it as a cheat sheet. Use it so that you could learn more about yourself and what is going on in here, and what you are having dominant in your mindset. Okay, and how you could use what you see to change it, and so you can have a better life experience. But anyway, it's time for me to go. This video is starting to get pretty long, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. Take care, you guys. Thank you for watching my channel. I hope that in this message you were able to use some of this knowledge to your advantage. Okay, because I do want you to win in your game. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here doing this. So I hope you were able to take some nuggets of knowledge from this message that you could use in your own experience, in your own virtual reality, okay? And use it to your advantage. Use this experience to win, okay? Don't succumb to how real this virtual reality looks, and let it intimidate you because the reality itself, you know, the simulation is not out to get you or out to give you bad experiences. All it's doing is reflecting back to you how you're using your mind. And that is your own responsibility. Okay? I have nothing to do with that. I'm just here to hopefully guide you in a direction that creates a better experience for you, which is something I did not have many years back when I was, you know, navigating and learning my way to get to the level that I'm at right now. But I'll expand on this. I think this video might go into a part 2. But anyways, have a great day out there. Have a good time. Have good moments. Okay, and I'll see you back very soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you in some way. And I'll see you back soon. Bye.